Well, we're gonna go straight to the point of video editing. This is part two. Part one, you haven't really missed much in part one. Part one was simply an introduction of the software. I just want to be very brief today. There are many software packages, and also want to just make this statement at the beginning of the video. I am not paid for any promotion here. I am simply a pastor who has been in ministry for many years. I was professionally trained by a Voice of Hope, back in the 90s to work with digital computer and editing, studio recording software. And video recording has become something that's because of coronavirus. And as a pastor, I researched many programs. And I came to a conclusion that the best one, in my view, now you may have a different view, but in my view, and I will tell you why I came to this conclusion, is Movavi Video Software. Movavi. Movavi is the software you can find online. It costs only $100, one-time fee. And Movavi Video Suite 21. And I'm going to show this for you on the screen so you have an idea what we're talking about. The reason I chose this software is because this is the only one that has the best price. Everything else is very pricey if you want to work professionally. And when I say professionally, I'm talking about not just video cutting and editing. I'm talking about special effects. I'm talking about things that you cannot just do with regular Windows software that you have. Furthermore, you can literally create movies, music videos, and this is the kind of Movavi Video Suite. And I say particularly Movavi Video Suite. There is Movavi Video Editor, and it does not have as many options as the Video Suite. Editor is cheaper. It's about $45. And the Movavi Video Suite 21 is the latest one. Who knows, maybe there's the 22nd version. Is the one that will play any file. Any file. You know, some video editors are very picky in terms of software, because somebody has Apple, somebody has Microsoft, but this video software plays everything and is not picky. Any file, MPG, MP4, WMV, Windows file, and it's not picky at all. It will take it and it will enhance it immediately, and I will show it to you how it's done. And it's a very simple program. It's extremely simple compared to all other programs. I find it very simple. And those of you who will be watching us on YouTube, I just want to remind you, if you have some different opinion of a better software, please write to me. And here's the email on your screen. Just write to me, and I'm very open-minded to whatever else is there to enhance video editing. So, okay, let's go straight to the software. Now, if you have not installed the software, I would like to encourage that maybe today is a little bit too late for you to do that. It will take your computer probably 5 to 10 minutes to install it. But while I'm talking, feel free to just go to Movavi and install it. Of course, be ready to pay $100. It's a one-time fee. Compared to other video softwares, this is only one-time fee. There is Adobe, which is supposedly a better software, but it costs like $100 per month just to subscribe to it, or even more. And if you want to buy it, it's like over $1,000, at least the last time I checked. So you have the option of expensive, or Movavi is pretty much doing the same thing. The thing with Movavi is that if you want more features, you can always buy them separately. You can buy more of those features on the side. Whereas if you buy Adobe, you will pay $100 per month and you will have all the features. Okay, so that's the difference. And I personally, I'm not into Hollywood production. The simple version that Movavi sells is more than enough for me to do all kinds of effects, all kinds of things. So, but if you want more, Movavi can do that for you for extra charge, and you can buy special effects for this and that. And I still prefer that more because you can customize your own software. All right. This is what your Movavi Video Suite is going to look like when you open it. So once again, it's Video Suite 21. And as soon as you click on it, you will come to this first kind of operating room, you can say, operating page, and it will give you 6 options. You can create a slideshow. Imagine there is a funeral in your church, and people would like to have a nice video with some music on the background and nice transitions between slides. And you want to time those transitions. You choose create slideshows. All right. So you can do that for you within seconds. You just drop 100 pictures, and I will show you how it's done. It's very easy. Another one is photo editing. And then there's mobile companion. I didn't really check this out. I don't know much about this one. Convert video. If there is some video that you need to convert into a different file for a different computer, somebody will say, I have an Apple computer and my computer doesn't play your file. And you say, no problem. I have Movavi. I can convert it for you. And then you can have record computer screen. You know how some people play videos in their sermons and they get them out of out of YouTube, little video illustrations. Well, this is your way of recording videos straight from YouTube, and you can even edit them. You can customize them to your own liking. For example, if you download something from YouTube, something that a story or just an illustration or just a video background, you can trim it. You can add things to it. This is record computer screen. I'll show you that. But today we're going to start with edit video. And this is a new project. So it's very simple. You click and you start with a new project. So you click new project. So once you go inside edit video, you have 3 sections on your screen, 3 sections. The big one on the right here is your monitor. So whatever editing you will do, or whatever editing you do, you will find the monitor will show you. In other words, it will show you what changes are happening to your video. So right away you will see this. And that's an important section of the screen. You can decrease it, increase it. I don't know if you see what I'm doing. You can make your monitor big, small. Usually I prefer to make the monitor here, which is the third part of the screen, is very important. This on the left here is very simple. You're going to add files to your video, and your video may have many different files. Maybe, for example, and I'll show you, maybe your video, even your worship service, instead of going straight to the sermon, you want to have an introduction slide, maybe for 5 seconds, saying, welcome to Duncan SDA Church. So your video will have more than just one file. And all these files will compile in your collection here, your file folder here, It's going to be all here, right here in this section. And here at the bottom, this is going to be, you will be dragging your files into your video, into your new video, and you will be kind of dragging them and editing, and you will see, I will show it to you so you can just relax and watch, because right now I will be adding a video. So once again, we are going to start video editing on one particular file from the Thursday Bible study. We had a Bible study last Thursday, and it was a beautiful, wonderful Bible study, but it needs some editing. So we're gonna add the file. So in order to work on the video, you have to tell Movavi, where is this file? So you click add files, and just the simple procedure, it will take you to your files of your computer, and you will just have to choose the file you need. So in my case, it's 2021 Bible studies. Where's the Bible studies? Pharaoh's heart. And there is the Zoom session. You see it? You click on it, and now your file section here, it says you have one file. Do you see that? It's sitting there, but now you need to drag this file. You need to drag it all the way down here and throw it into your editing studio. So do you see I dragged the file? I don't know if you saw it on your screen, but I clicked on the file, and I literally click and I hold the mouse and I drag the file. Do you see how I'm dragging it? Do you see that on your screens?
Yes.
And you have to drop it. You have to drop it to the bottom here, because the bottom of Movavi, that's your editing, cutting studio. That's where you have the scissors. It's very simple. Do you see the scissors here on the screen? That's where you can split the file. You can cut the file. So this is the entire Bible study on Thursday is this yellow file right here. Do you see? It's this yellow file right here. All of it. and it tells you how long this Bible study was. It was 1 hour and about 1 hour and 10 minutes last Thursday. Do you see that? You have a timer here. You have like a line tells you. But now you can say, I want to zoom in inside this file. I want to zoom in on a particular, let's say on the 5th minute. Then what you do is on the at the bottom of your screen here, you have the scale. You see the scale? And you can zoom out, which your video will look even smaller because you're zooming out. Just imagine you're going to Mount Dog and your video is getting small. In other words, you see the big view. But now you want to zoom in. So you click on the on the on the bottom of your screen on this little tool here at the bottom. You zoom in inside the video. You can zoom in down to even a tenth of a second. So we just zoomed in, and now the file is so big that you can only see the beginning now. And you can, this red line right here, it helps you to fast forward and start watching or start cutting or editing video at any particular second. So do you see that? And on the monitor right there on the top, already it shows me what is happening. So for example, you see this red line, this red whatever you call it. I dropped it on the 1st minute and 15 seconds. And I'm not even playing the video. I just dropped it here, and immediately it shows me on the screen of what people will be seeing on my video. Do you see that? So this is what's happening on the 1st minute and 20th second. That's what it is. I don't know if you have any questions. I'm going to stop and pause just to make sure that you guys understand how simple this is. You drop the file, you zoom in inside the file, and now you can do the cutting. And we're going to do some cutting, some major cutting here, because this video needs to be edited. Because our Bible study started with just a casual conversation, and we don't want that to be on YouTube. We don't want the people to be watching for 5 minutes saying, "Hey, hello, Gladys," "Hey, Isaac," We don't want that. We're going to cut it out. We just need to find out for how long we were saying hello and greeting each other. Okay, so let's drag this red marker back to the beginning of the video. And we're at 00. You see, we're at 00 minutes, and the screen, the monitor goes black or blank because there's nothing. And now you can click the play button. You see the play button is either your space bar on your computer, or right there's the play button. You click, and now we will see how our video starts. Let's see what the people on YouTube will be looking right now, unedited. So let's click play. So I'm clicking play. As you can see, a lot of nothing. You see that? By the way, I'm not sure if I'm sharing the sound with you. Let me see if I'm sharing the sound with you. Oh, I'm not sharing the sound with you. So let me share the sound. Okay, share it again. So folks, do you want me to repeat the steps? Do you want me to repeat the steps of how I got to this point? You have 3 sections of the screen. You understand that, right? The one section is all the files, and you drag these files down. You drag them into your bottom section, which is the most important. You drag them down, and let's say you say, you know what? I don't want my video to start with this, because we definitely need to make a cut. You see the scissors right here? That's how I love Movavi, because it shows the scissors, and we need to find that moment where we're the section that we need to cut off from the main video. So now let's just zoom out. You see, I zoom out a little bit. So once again, this tool at the bottom, you're going to use it a lot, because you can zoom out, and here's your entire Bible study from Thursday, okay? But in order to make a small cut of just 5 seconds, you need to zoom in on a particular second. So you zoom in. Now you go zoom in. You zoom in. And I'm going to take an educated guess, because I'm zooming in, and I'm here. I can see the first 20 seconds of this video. I see that we talk a little bit here. We talk, because you see all these little waves, they show the sound. And then for about 20 seconds, we were not talking at all. I don't know why we were silent. We're just waiting for other people to come in, I guess. So I'm going to take an educated guess, and I'm going to move the red cursor somewhere to the 2nd minute here, because suddenly we start talking at around 2nd minute. Do you see that? Suddenly the waves, or these little wavelengths, they show that we're starting to talk. So let's see. Let's put the marker at 2nd minute and 16th second and hit the play button. We'll see what happens there.
All right. Very well. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock. I know that
We can hear you now.
we're going to see if folks probably will still be joining us, and I can see more people are coming. We're going to start on time, and then we will start this Bible study.
We're just talking and a lot of nothing here. So I'm going to move the cursor all the way to the 3rd minute. So for the first 4 minutes, we did nothing. So let's hopefully hit the Bible study already here. And hopefully we're at the beginning and finally we'll master this thing. Let's see if it plays.
So, all right, folks. So the subject is, did God harden the Pharaoh's heart?
That's it. There you go. That's where we need to make the cut. You see? So I'm going to zoom in even further. You see, I'm going to zoom in further. I'm zooming in and I need to cut right before I said the subject is, and it's right here. You see the waves? Okay. You see the waves of what I was talking, the wavelengths that they tell me what I was speaking pretty much. So I need to make the cut somewhere right here. So look, I put the cursor where I need to make the cut, and now I go to the scissors and I split the video. Look, I make the cut. There you go. We made the first cut of the video. Do you see that? Now we have 2 sections. The first section of 4 minutes and 9 seconds is completely irrelevant. I'm going to delete it. In the scale of this entire video, this is where we are. Do you see where we are? The first 4 minutes, we're going to cut it out. How do I do that? I simply click on this section, the first section. I click until it's highlighted in yellow. That means I highlighted this section that I'm just about to cut, and I hit the delete button, and look what happens. Voila, it's gone. And now the whole video starts with the words, today's subject is, let's look at it again. All right, there you go.
The subject is, did God harden the Pharaoh's heart? This is an interactive Bible study, and I would like to invite all of you to participate.
I still don't like the introduction, I'll be honest with you, because people on the YouTube, they will be watching, and I don't like the first word. What did I say there? The first word. Let's listen to it again. I'm going to cut out even one word.
The subject is, did God...
The subject is. I don't need to say that. There's no need to say the subject is, because when people start watching the YouTube, I would rather them hear, did God harden Pharaoh's heart? That's where we need to start. So now what do? I need to zoom in. I need to zoom in just to find that one word. Do you understand? I'm going to zoom in. Look, I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in. I'm zooming in. Wow, down to like a millisecond here. And I'm going to say where I said that word. Let's see again.
The subject is, did God...
Oh, there it is. There it is. The subject is. And I'm going to put the cursor right here, right before the title. Did God harden Pharaoh's heart? I'm going to cut this word. The subject is. I don't need it. So look, I'm cutting it. Once again, I made another second cut, more refined. And I am going to highlight it again just by clicking on the file. And I'm going to hit the delete button. And now my video is much better, because people, as soon as they hit YouTube, they're going to hear this.
Did God harden the Pharaoh's heart?
Where was the delete button that you deleted that section?
On your keyboard.
Oh, okay.
On your keyboard. Just a simple delete button. Yes, you're going to work with your keyboard a lot. And now I still don't like the video. You know what this video is missing? Is missing a beautiful music. I need people to come and they need to feel some background music, some nice music that, and that's why I go back to my file media bin, my file bin right here. Remember, the Movavi has 3 sections. The monitor, it shows you what you have, the editing, and now I'm going back to the file bin. So far, I have only one file, which is the main video. But now I need to add music. So let's see if I can find some music. And if you have your own music on the computer, that's good. I always add some more collection to my music files, because for video editing, I need all kinds of music to be ready, But Movavi also gives you their music. They give you their own sample of music. So And to find this, you go to music. You see this? Media bin, and you go to music. You hit music, and it has all kinds of little things for you, introduction, little snippets of music for you to put in the video. Now, do we want to have action movie? I know, let's listen to this. Some of them are not appropriate as for us Christians to put that. I just want to warn you. But there are some really good musical instrumental pieces. Like, for example, Awakening. What is Awakening? Well, let's listen to it. Well, I don't like it. So let's go to Camp in the Woods. That sounds like Vancouver Island. Let's listen to it. Yeah, that's more like us. So now look what I do. I choose this Camp in the Woods, and I drag it. I literally drag it down into my video editing, and I'm gonna put it right at the beginning of the video. Look at that. There it is. I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna zoom out. There's my music. You see? There's my music. I hope you see what I'm doing. So now this video Bible study will have a beautiful musical introduction. Now, this music file is about 3 minutes long, and you see it goes at the bottom of the video file. At the bottom. So because it's a mixing editing studio, you can throw many files, and it's gonna play all together. It's gonna play the video and the music. But here's the problem: the music may be too loud. The music may be too loud because I'm speaking at a certain volume, and the music is too loud. And look, I'm gonna decrease the volume of the music, and I already figure out the music right now is at 100%. You see that? And this white line, you see this white line in the middle of the music file, is the level of the sound. Now I'm going to decrease it to just only 6%. No, let's say 12%. I'm going to decrease it. Do you see? I just simply click on this white line, and I drag it down all the way down to just 12%. 12%. And now the music is not going to overwhelm my speaking. And now let's play the video with music now. And this is what people will see on YouTube. So let's click play, and let's see what happened now.
Did God harden the Pharaoh's?
A little bit too quiet. So let's raise it to 25%, because some video recording us are pretty loud in terms of. So I'm going to go back to this music file. I'm going to click on this white line, which is the sound level. I'm going to raise it to about, let's say 30%. So at least you can see, let's say 43%. Let's see if you can hear it now, both music and me talking.
Did God harden the Pharaoh's heart? This is an interactive Bible study, and I would like to.
Do you hear the music background now, folks? All right. So now you say, I want the music file just for the first 30 seconds. I don't need to have it for 3 minutes. And look what you do. You simply go, you zoom out, because now you need to zoom out. You need to see where the end of this file is. And then you grab the end with your mouse, literally the edge of the music file, and you click on it and you drag it. You drag it to exactly the length that you want. Do you see me decreasing the music file? I'm going to play it only for the first 30 seconds. And then it's just going to disappear. So once again, my video now is starting with the music file, and the music file, but I'm still not happy. You know why I'm not happy? Because when people click on the video YouTube, maybe for the first 10 seconds, they don't need to see any video. Maybe they need to see some kind of nice picture introducing the video. Something like to say, welcome to Duncan, welcome to virtual Bible study. And so now I need to go back to my media bin, media files, media bin. Remember the media bin here? And I'm going to add a picture. And I already have a nice collection of pictures. So what I'm going to find this picture. And on your computer, of course, you will have whatever other pictures. And I slowly build my library of pictures. And I call it, for example, video files, and I call it miscellaneous file. And look, I have Adventist mission stories, children's stories, music. My music collection is getting really cool. I have apocalypse sounds. I have funeral music. All right. And I have even hymns. I have a collection of hymns. And maybe we should start our Bible study with a nice hymn. How about that? We're going to go back and erase that secular music. We're going to add a nice hymn at the beginning of a Bible study. But let's go to pictures. What pictures do I have, and what do I want to put there? Okay, I don't have anything right now to show necessarily for this Bible study. But I have another collection here under bulletin, so just bear with me. Victoria bulletin, April pictures. It's important how you file everything, folks. How you organize your files, extremely important. And as much as I talk about being organized, I cannot find the Bible study file. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see. Where is it? Where is this file? Where is this file? I know we had it. I know we had it. It's somewhere here. There it is, Bible study. So we're going to click on it. And I chose, so now in my media bin, I have two files, the main video file and I have the picture. You see the picture? Now I'm going to drag this picture into my video production. And I want this picture to be at the beginning of the video file. Do you see how easy it is? I literally drag it. I drag it and I put it right at the beginning of the video file. And I want that picture to be there, let's say, for 10 seconds. So right now, as I drop the picture, the computer set it at 3 seconds. So I want it to be at 10 seconds. So look how simple it is. I simply click on the file. I click on the edge of the file and I drag it with my mouse to the 10-second mark right there. Do you see that? So now for the first 10 seconds, and now my music needs to be louder. My music needs to be at 100% at the beginning. And look what happens here. For the first 10 seconds, they will hear nice, beautiful music. But then I'm going to make a transition from the picture to the video, but my volume needs to go down. So what do? I will decrease the volume just in this section as soon as I start talking. So let's just play the video right now. This is what will happen for the first 10 seconds. So let's play it.
Did God harden the Pharaoh's heart?
Okay, so you see now it's different. So for the first 10 seconds, people will be watching the advertising of the Bible study. And then suddenly I am already in Bible study. So now I need to smooth it out. And guess what? Movavi will help you. Do you see it goes from picture to Bible study abruptly, right? Abruptly. Now I need a smooth transition. And that's where Movavi will do more than just any other video editor that you have on Windows. It will make a smooth transition. Now, how do you make a smooth transition? You go back to your files here on the left, and you see this. There are 6 icons on your left in this Movavi suite. There is the media, then there is this filters. There's all kinds of filters, and I'll show you what those filters do. They can make even airplanes fly across the screen and all kinds of interesting things, just to grab people's attention. And then you have the third button. It's called transitions. And look what's going to happen. I'm going to choose a crossfade. A crossfade is going to just slowly change the video, not just abruptly go from picture to the Bible study. It's going to softly, beautifully switch from the picture to the Bible study. And I'm just going to, so I choose crossfade, and look, I click on it and I drag it to the connection between the picture and the video. There it is. And it's going to visually show you this transition here. Do you see it connects the picture now and the video? How did I do it? I simply dragged it. You just drag it. And now, let's say the transition is a little bit too long. I can make the transition a little smaller. Do you see that? So it's not so long. And now the volume is at 100%, but once I start speaking, and I start speaking right here, you see that? I start speaking right after the picture is done, and I need to decrease the volume. So what do? I create a volume point. There it is. There's a little red dot, and I will create 2 volume points, 2 of them, and look what happens. Because now I have 2 points, and I can literally drag the second point and decrease the volume right at the point when I'm speaking. So people are not blasted with music and not hear what I'm saying. So you see the music will be at 100% all the way down to where I start speaking. So now let's watch the video again and let's see if it's ready for the YouTube. Let's start. Oh, by the way, I also would like the beginning also to have a nice fade out. So it doesn't just start bang, you know, a picture. It's going to have a beautiful fade out from dark screen to the advertising. So let's start the video again.
Did God harden the Pharaoh's heart?
Beautiful. Okay, beautiful transition. The music went quieter when I started speaking, but I'm still not happy. I want to have a big, bold title so that everybody is going to say, man, this is serious topic. So I want to add text right, and I'm going to throw it right on the video. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go back to my toolbox and I'm going to choose text. Do you see right there on the top left of the screen, you have those 6 buttons? The first one is the files. You drag the files. The second one is all kinds of effects. The third one is transition. And the fourth one is text. And I'm going to throw a huge text in the middle of the screen, like a big title. And it's going to say, and my favorite one is there's different text, different options you have, but I like to start with something bold. So let's put a ribbon. It's called ribbon. But anyway, so again, I click and I drag it. I drag it to exactly where I need the text to be. You see? And I'm going to put it right here. And suddenly, you see on the monitor, it already shows me where the text will be. And I'm going to say, big, bold letters, did God harden Pharaoh's heart? Okay, it didn't fit. So that's okay. That means I'm going to make it smaller. I'm going to make it size 60. Okay, still too big. Okay, 50. There you go. Big, bold title so that nobody can miss this title. And it's kind of covering everybody's face. So I don't want to disrespect people who are in the Zoom. So I'm going to put the title somewhere here on the side somewhere where nobody's face is covered. And I'm going to put the text here. Did God harden Pharaoh's heart? And there's a subtitle, the option of subtitle, which is not necessarily, but the computer gives you out. You can just throw it out. You can just leave it there. And let's say in the subtitle, and you just click and you start typing. You start typing and you type, let's say, something like Bible studies, Bible. Oh, just wait. No. Bakioki used to have a fantastic Bible study topics. It was called Popular Beliefs, Are They Biblical? Or something like that, you know. So I'm just going to say Bible study. That matters. Okay. And this doesn't fit necessarily, so I'm going to make it fit. Okay. So now I have this big, bold text. And now my video, now you see now in the editing in the studio here at the bottom, it shows me how I can add all these things and enhance my video. Do you see that? And this text, I can make it last for how many seconds? 10 to 16. So 6 seconds. No, I want it to last for 20 seconds. I'm going to drag it all the way here. So now let's play the same video again. And let's see now what we have here on our hands. And I'm going to stop here after this to take some questions. And maybe you want me to kind of go through the steps again, but I am going to play the video. So this is what we have. So now we will see exactly what the YouTubers will see. So click play.
Did God harden the Pharaoh's heart? This is an interactive Bible study, and I would like to invite all of you to participate, even if you feel that you may, I don't know, say something that you don't.
Now you see, again, I'm saying things that I don't want on the YouTube. I want to cut it out. I'm going to cut all these words out because the YouTubers don't need to hear all of this. You know, if you don't feel like it, or, you know, this is this and that, I can cut all of that stuff. That's what editing will do. So you want to go straight to the point. When you post it on YouTube, you want to cut all this nonsense out, right? And that's why those videos need to be edited. That's it. So, folks, I'm going to pause right here. You see what you can do. You can see how you throw things on your video to enhance it: music, picture, words, text, everything. And it's very simple. All you do is just drag and drag. And of course, we will come with your practice. And the more you practice, the better you will get. But so far, you have just created a semi-professional video that is almost ready for YouTube, except you can do much more cutting and much more editing. We just did the first, you can say 20 seconds. An introduction is important. The first 20 seconds will make the person either leave the YouTube video or stay. And so you have to be, actually, I think that picture that we posted is there for too long. 10 seconds is too long. We can bring it down to just 5 seconds. And it's easy. Look, if to bring it down to 5 seconds, now you go back to where this picture is, you click on this picture, and you drag it to only 5 seconds. 5 seconds right here. And now it's only there for 5 seconds. All right. Folks, this is it. This is the basic introduction to Movavi. You just created the video that you would never be able to do without a program like this, because you can add pictures, sounds. Unfortunately, you cannot add smells and all that stuff. That's already that's the future. Maybe some virtual world, but so far you can add, enhance, and I'll show you even this Bible study. You can enhance even this this slide by adding a special effect. And look, I'll tell you, maybe to grab people's attention, I want this picture to shake like an earthquake, and you have that feature right here. It's called camera shake. You literally drag it and you throw it onto this picture. So suddenly, this is what people will see instead of just a simple picture. Now look, this is how the video will start. Now it's shaking, man. It's really shaking. It's telling people this is important, okay? You pay attention, not just looking at some empty whatever, or you say that's not enough. I want some airplanes to fly. I mean, I'm just playing around here, folks. But let's add some airplanes. Let's see if we see some airplanes. There you go. Airplanes flying, man.
Did God harden the Pharaoh's?
All right. Okay. Anyone feels excited, frustrated, overwhelmed?
So I got a question. When you save this, does it save it as a project file too? So you could share that project with you and then you could see all my edits?
Yes, you can save it as a project or you can save it as a video. And absolutely. Because when you save it as a project, the only problem is that if you send it to me, the only problem is that your project is connected to all these little video and picture files. And if my computer doesn't have those pictures separately from the video,
okay,
I may open your project, but my computer will say, hey, Shane chose some picture at the beginning, but I don't know what that picture is because I don't have access. Because once you have a project, your computer, Movavi, is connecting to all these many files, including music and picture. And so you would have to send me all of it, the entire folder with all your files that you're using for that particular video. So it's not so easy. It's not so easy to send a project file like that because it's connected to all these files. Yeah.
Unless the whole project was in one folder, right?
Unless you put it all in one folder. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim, what question you have?
Yeah, so even if you're at an event, you're having an event, or even one of these meetings, you through the week, everybody can get together with their pictures in a group at someone's place or whatever, and go over all this stuff and give their ideas and put it all together as a group.
You mean for the video making to
Yeah.
have the, you know what, that would be a very difficult exercise because yeah, the video editing, sometimes it takes me up to 6 hours just to edit one video, especially if it's an hour-long video, and to make it really good, to make it professional, sometimes. And so if you have a lot of people working with you, the best thing, I personally, I've tried something like that before. The best thing is just like I take people's ideas and then I say thank you, then I go and I edit myself. because only one person can do editing, they can share ideas. They can say, Shane, or I mean, Jim, they can say, Jim, I would like the video to start with a hymn. And I want It Is Well With My Soul. I want the video to start with that hymn, the background music. So you can just get those ideas from people, but ultimately you're the artist. You're the one that's going to have to make it all by yourself. Otherwise, only one person can click on the mouse, and only one person can really knows where the files are in the computer. But in terms of ideas, yes, but it gets frustrated because you will be working on the computer, but some people may get bored and say, man, I don't see what you're doing, and I'm here for 1 hour. And but yes, I usually take ideas, even speakers, and somebody actually requested that I don't add any music, I don't make any cuts. I had a request like that from one speaker. I just want raw video, and I said that's fine, no problem, except still I will have to look at the sound volume that you recorded, because some people send a video and the sound is very low, so low that you have to raise it up, and this program can do that. This program can raise the volume up to 400% if it's too quiet, and again, make the introduction, because people don't understand that, and we need to make an introduction, kind of a welcome slide. Yeah. So yeah, take those ideas, but ultimately you're the one that will be the artist. And sometimes I make the video and I send it to people and I say, do you want me to make any other changes? Because my what do you call, as Shane, as you said, my project is saved separately from the main video, so I can easily go back and make that little correction. And some people said, yes, I on the 50th minute and 30th second, I was accidentally did something, and I want that to be cut out, and no problem. All right, folks, this is it. This is how simple it is. And there's more effects. I can show you more things. There's more things you can do. More things that you can, for example, I want to show you the latest video we did for last weekend. And this is what Movavi can do. Somebody sent us a video, a musician, and it was a beautiful, just piano playing of Via Dolorosa. You know the song, Via Dolorosa? We have a very talented young man. So we enhanced that video. So I want to show you what enhancements we did for this video, so you can see how a simple, basic video suddenly became a fantastic, heart-changing video. So here it is. I'm going to share it with you. So this is our young man. His name is Carlos. Very talented, a university student. He played this Via Dolorosa, and then we enhanced it a little bit. We provided the text for people, so people know, because some may be watching and they don't even know what Via Dolorosa is. So we educated at the beginning, and the music continues, and we put the text, and then we did more. With a fast forward, so it's not too long, so we put the videos in.
How do you make the text go like the way that you have it, like the first line, second line, and so on? Is there like a special way to do that?
Yeah, it's actually part of Movavi. You throw the whole text, and it will do that for you. You choose whichever style of text you want, and it will go line by line.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And you can even determine the speed of how fast you want it to do it.
Okay.
So here we go from just simple text. Now we enhance some special effects. So he is playing, and then at the end, we went from pictures to even this. I want to show you here. So it went from full screen, and then at the end, I'm going to just forward it a little bit more. Okay, here. Okay, so I know that I was careful to choose. There is much more graphic sufferings of Christ. I chose not to go that way. At the same time, I believe that many Christians on the day of crucifixion would be staying home, not being there for Christ on Mount Calvary. That's why I believe my children, including, need to see and experience that way of Christ, you know. And so that song was just perfect. And so it took me actually just about 10 minutes to put all those files together, but to find, and again, I found that the movie on the YouTube, and I just recorded thanks to Movavi, took that video out of YouTube and plastered it to the music. The video of just piano, looking at piano, now suddenly has all these things going. Educational. So, folks, this is what you will be able to do with Movavi. Hopefully, this inspired you to start playing with it. The best tutorial is to start working with it and clicking on it, and that's how I kind of mastered myself. Because at first it was difficult. It was so many difficulties, but now it's just no problem. And if you can, once you feel that you can do even a little bit, you know, please, we need those volunteers to help us, because I cannot edit all the videos. To the point where I need volunteers. I need help, and I know that if somebody can volunteer to do Wednesday nights, that's beautiful. Somebody can volunteer to do Thursday nights, because all these videos that we share, there's more and more people viewing. There's so many people starting to view because of coronavirus and sharing them, including this video is going to be posted on YouTube, and hopefully it'll be a blessing to somebody, and we'll see how many people viewed this video. And I'm going to make a big thing, you know, tutorial for video making, and we'll see how many people are blessed with this seminar, this little brief seminar on how to make videos. Any questions, folks? It's 11 o'clock. No questions. So enjoy playing around with Movavi Video Suite 21. Remember, that's exactly the software you need. Even if your computer is not the fastest one, the Movavi is wonderful enough to play even with a computer that are not the latest. Because I have some older computers and it just works fine. Movavi is just one of those software that will not use all your computer resources. You know, it's actually very friendly, computer friendly program. All right, folks, this is it. Thank you for being here. I hope that we can get some of you to volunteer in the future. You know, that's why we don't have some of the videos on YouTube yet, because I am just way behind now, especially for both Duncan and Victoria.